Hey guys, it's Kim. I wanted to jump on here real quick. I just got home from my mid-scan ultrasound for this IUI number 2. Everything went well. I got there. They always get me in real quick, and the appointment's like 5-10 minutes, and most of that is just waiting for them to come into the room and tell you what's going to happen. So it was really quick. I had the ultrasound, and this time I found out, the doctor has like her assistant there, and she will be like telling her measurements and everything. She doesn't really talk to me so much, but she talks to the assistant, and she's kind of one of those people where you have to ask her questions for her to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So she was telling her, my lining was 9.3 is what she was telling the assistant, and that's the first time I've heard what my lining is. I always mean to ask, but it's one of those things I forget to ask. And then she looked at both ovaries, and she started scanning, how they do like the little measurements. And on the right side, she was saying like, 30, I think she said like 33 by 21 or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that seems huge. And they looked huge on the screen. And then she goes to the other ovary, and she's like 31 by 19. And she's like, all right, everything looks good. And I looked at her, I was like, that's not too big of follicles. And she's like, oh no, usually they have to be between 30 and 35 to ovulate naturally. And you have a 28 and a 26. You have 28 on the right and 26 on the left, or something like that. And I don't know why she was saying 30s when she was measuring it, and then she tells me that. Maybe it's just the way the machine measures things. I don't know. But so anyway, so I have like a 28 and a 26 follicle on each side. I have one follicle going to release on each ovary, and I am really excited about that. That makes me feel more confident going into this second IUI, because maybe the sperm this time, they don't have a chance to go up the wrong tube. If some go one way and some go the other way, hey, there's an egg waiting in both of them. So I'm really excited about that. So everything is set up to do the IUI on Friday the 14th, like I figured it would be. Friday in the morning around like 10:15, and my husband has to be there earlier and everything, obviously. So we'll go from there. I did want to mention a few things about how this cycle's been going, because I did the Clomid the same exact way I did before. I did 50 milligrams day 3 and 4, and 100 milligrams 5, 6, and 7. And I felt like it was more intense this time. I was more irritable. I broke out a lot. I mean, you can still see I'm still recovering from all the breaking out. It was crazy. Seemed more emotional, and of course I had the hot flashes, and I'm still getting hot flashes every night, every morning. It's always when I'm sleeping, and I'd rather get hot flashes during the day. Give them to me all you want, but when I'm trying to sleep, it sucks. So it seemed more intense, and I was just, not really liking it, because I've heard of women talk about how each cycle with Clomid gets worse and worse, and I've heard of other women where each cycle of Clomid gets better. And I'm hoping I'm not the kind that it's going to get worse and worse every month, but I guess we'll just have to see on that. I mean, obviously I think it was working stronger, or something was working more this time, because my follicles are a lot bigger than they were last cycle, and I have one going on each ovary, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update, And I will do one when I get home from my IUI on Friday. Sorry, my hair is... I'm a mess today. I just drove, and the clinic is like 45 minutes. So drove 45 minutes, had my 10-minute appointment, and drove 45 minutes back. And so I am ready to sit down and relax for a minute. I hope you guys are having a good rest of the week, and I will do an update Friday. See ya.